Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmick. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. My name is Devon, and I will be doing a collective message today. So, with that, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, so this is another Divine Masculine reading. I actually wasn't planning on doing this one. I was going to wait until tomorrow, but Spirit wanted me to um, come through and do it now. And I just got told to look at the bottom of the deck, and we've got the yin yang card. So that is divine counterparts. Um, yes. So I'm picking up that this is for it's the same energy that I've been channeling, like feeling into for a while. Um, I feel like this is a counterpart situation where you're not in contact, but you're getting ready for it. And yeah, there's something just with the time and the energy right now that is just in alignment for this. So, yeah, that's I'm hearing that's why these messages are coming through so clearly and frequently right now is to give you some guidance because I feel like you're really close to reaching out. Um I almost forgot. So, I heard some songs again today. And so I just wrote them down here and there as they came through. Um, but it's a lot. All of those? Okay. Yeah, it's a lot of songs. So, I feel like you and your feminine are communicating through music right now heavily. Um, and some of the songs that may resonate, just take it if it does, are okay. We've got Take My Name by Parma Lee. You Are the Reason by Callum Scott, Marry Me by Jason Derulo, Just the Way You Are by Parmalee and Blanco Brown, Zipper by Jason Derulo. That beat is anyways. That's a fun beat. Okay. One Thing Right by Marshmello and Kane Brown, Wanted by Hunter Hayes, Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran, Shivers by Ed Sheeran, and the main one that really stuck out in that one is the line where he says, I want to feel like my soul's on fire." And then Want It, Need It by Plies featuring Ashanti, and Dark Horse by Katy Perry featuring Juicy J. So, little little spicy song in there as well. Um, so yeah, there's just a lot of that loving, longing type of energy plus the sensual energy is definitely coming through as well. Like there's definitely a sensual energy. Um okay. What does the masculine need to know? What does the masculine need to know right now? Okay. We've got Goddess of the Moon, and then it kind of flipped in reverse. And what I heard was, you're not fully listening to your intuition right now. So, um, okay, being told to read it. Let's see. It's revealing, a blocked intuition, possibly a sense of living in the dark. You have a deep desire to know your purpose and truth, but they can feel very distant at this time. Um, it's possible that extreme worry and discontent are the obstacles to the inner peace and wisdom you seek. If so, go ahead and let that go and renew your faith in yourself and eternal spirit. Get out of your own way and release the fear that's blocking the truth of your blessed eternal nature. Your soul, your higher self, knows you best, so allow stillness into your life, listen to the stirring of your own intuitive voice, and trust what you receive. Okay. And then we've got attachment and financial constraints. And so that could be part of what is blocking. And I feel like it's communication because my throat chakra's getting all blocked. So, there could be something going on with the financial aspect of life that is interfering with your intuition and also interfering with this communication that you're being guided to take. Um, and then we've also got the indecision card, and this one kind of went sideways. So it was in reverse, and then now it's sideways. So you could have kind of wobbled back a little bit where you're just not sure. There's some doubt, kind of up in your head. Um, really maybe second guessing your intuition, and thinking like, is this really my intuition, or is this just a fantasy? That's what I just heard. And the message there is no, that's not what's going on. It is real, as crazy and wild as it feels. It is real. And part of this journey and part of why you're going through what you're going through right now is to help you to believe in that magic again, that just the magic of life, and really allowing yourself to see how good life can be. And then I'm also seeing a phoenix, and so it's the phoenix rising from the ashes that's coming through. Um and so just know that, like, you are the phoenix. You are, coming into this new era of life, and it is happening because you have the courage to release what you're being asked to release and rise from those ashes of your old life almost. And yeah. Okay, that makes sense why this message wanted to come through. I was like, "Dude, really? Like, right now? It's pretty late," but that makes sense. Okay, we've got the root chakra, which is the base chakra. It sits at the base of the spine, and the color's red. Um, Citrus card. Okay. Oh, yeah, one. Um, so I feel like maybe you're still dealing with some like root chakra issues, which, safety, security, finances plays a big part in that. So there definitely could be something that is stopping you from moving forward with this because of finances. And if that's the case, I'm being told that you don't have anything to worry about when it comes to that. Again, there's an energy thing that is going to shift within you by taking this leap in communicating, and it's going to unblock you in other ways. And so by taking this leap, even though it doesn't seem like it correlates, it is connected in a way. It's following the heart space, and when you are following the heart space, that's where unlimited abundance lives as well. And so it's kind of a twofer, where if you take this leap and communicate with this person, that alone is going to help shift your energy. It's going to help release. It's like this pressure buildup that is just like, it's so intense. And it's one of those, like, it's time for you to release it. It's feeling so intense right now. And you're feeling this buildup so much because you're basically, it's almost like you're being put in a pressure cooker by the divine or by your higher self, whatever you work with, however you view it. You're being put in a pressure cooker right now. And it's like this pressure is building and building and building because there's an energetic resonance with you and this other person that is just, it's going to really help both of you unlock other areas of life as well. Even if it's not like you come back together and you make a romantic offer right away and so on and so forth. Even if it's just reaching out, and I'm hearing clear the air, and then just communicate with this person. Maybe you guys are friends. Maybe you guys start off as friends and then it leads into something more. It's not something that you need to go in with all of these expectations and all of these, you know, plans in order and so on and so forth. It's more of just allowing yourself to take that leap and to communicate and just to see what happens. If you think about it this way, you have been being guided so much and been getting so many signs, so many synchronicities, and so much messaging from the divine that is going to continue to help lead your way once you communicate with this person. So it's not like that's just going to go away. You're still going to be given some insight and some guidance on how to move forward, and you're going to feel if it is really resonant, which it is, because you wouldn't be being pushed so much right now to communicate if it wasn't in alignment. Um, and then the journey card came out and I'm hearing to take the journey. Allow yourself to take the journey to this person. And then we've got the second chakra. That is between the belly button and the base of the spine. The color's orange, and that is sensuality, um pleasure, creativity. That's what that chakra governs, and there's definitely a deep passion here. This is also talking about living in the now moment and allowing yourself to just release the worries of the future and all of the thoughts of the past. Pull yourself into the now moment and allow yourself to sit in the now moment and just look around you, and what do you see now? What is in your now moment? Pull all your energy into the now moment. And the more you do that, then you'll be able to connect with your intuition as well, because the intuition works in the now moment. So you can kind of energetically feel into some things and see how it feels, but it's one of those, the intuition works in the now moment. And that's why it's so easy to get caught in our head and just sit there and overthink it and ruminate and all of this stuff, because the intuition isn't going off about that situation, because it's not what's actually in the now moment. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. And then we've got the patience card and contract. Is that a soul contract? Okay, so this is a reminder that this is a soul contract. And so that is part of why your soul is calling you to this person so heavily right now, is because this is part of your soul contract. It's what your soul wants to experience. So it's not saying that you have to do it. You don't have to do what is in your soul contract, because we have free will as humans. But it's a guiding force. It's what your soul wants to experience. And when you are allowing yourself to fulfill some of those soul contracts and walk that path, then you'll feel that that excitement, like that soul excitement, because you're doing what your soul intended to do. And it's more of just experiences. So it's like this kind of a situation. Your soul wants to experience the epic love story. And so you're being called to it because it's available to you. And it is here, even though I feel like it just seems so, I just heard far-fetched. It's one of these things, like, it is hard to wrap your mind around, but understand there's more going on than what your mind can comprehend with this. This is soul stuff. This is soul connection stuff. It defies logic. Um, Even when the human mind tries to process it, it's something that's beyond the mind. And the more you step into the now moment and then allow yourself to do something like this, where you're going for this connection, or shifting into your purpose or whatever it is, the more, I just lost it. What was I gonna say? The more you do that, oh, that's right. The more you do those kinds of things, the more your mind starts to comprehend it. It can start to put it into words, to understand it. But ultimately, it's that kind of concept when somebody's deeply in love with somebody and you're asking them to explain that feeling. It's really hard to explain it, because it's just words don't do it justice. It's difficult to put words to things like this. So just keep that in mind. And then the patience card, is that the desperation energy? Is that divine timing? Okay. So this is holding the original meaning that I take with this card, which is divine timing. And what I'm hearing is divine timing is in alignment for you to take this leap right now. And that's part of the reason you're getting pushed so hard, is because there's an energetic resonance between you and this person. You both are committed to the path in your own ways. You both are committed to being your best version of self, whatever that means, and there's an element of compatibility with you and this person. And so it's the universe is bringing you two together now because energetically it's what you both want, and you're both in a position to be able to make this happen if that is what you choose. And maybe it's something where you go for this person and then it's not, your human self is like, no, I'm good, and that's okay too. But there's so much potential here for you to really just have an epic love and an amazing experience that it's really being pushed right now for this reason. But ooh, we've got the Angel of Love card. So there's definitely extra assistance from the divine that is helping this connection right now. And that's part of it too. It's one of those, like, if you view it in the way of like angels, the angels or your spirit team or the divine, whatever you work with, they are looking at it in the lens of they're seeing it from a different lens than we can see it from the human perspective. And so they're seeing that this is something you both want. And I'm seeing that you both are walking parallel, and there's like a clearing in between these two paths where you two can come together and merge if you want to. You can come together and walk the path together. Um, just the path of life, and have fun. I just heard that. And then we've got the yin yang card again. So this is definitely your divine counterpart. This is definitely your divine feminine. It's yeah, it's it's here for you. Um, you just get to go get it. Anything else? My nose is doing the running thing again. It kind of like does a weird, it's like pressure and then it runs a little bit. But that is definitely like the need to communicate something. And I feel like it's communicating with this person, and it's not even like, I mean, I feel like what's probably going to happen is you're going to kind of start off talking where it's kind of lighthearted, and then there will come a point where you clear the air fully, and then you both can kind of see if you're on the same page, and talk about some more of the practical side of things, like how could we actually make this happen. But a lot of the things that are factors in whether people are, compatible or on the same page, have a similar vision for the future, you know, yeah, and it's also that it's I'm hearing balance. So you and this person balance each other out, and you guys are just on the same page with just life in general. And the way you handle life is very similar, which makes sense. I mean, your divine counterparts, like this is your divine mirror, so there's going to be major similarities. There's going to be differences, of course, because we're humans and so on and so forth, but there's definitely certain core things about you and this other person that are very, very similar. You guys probably went through the same, like, very similar childhood experiences as far as like core wounds and things like that, and maybe core experiences. It's one of those, I'm kind of being shown that when you do communicate with this person, when you start talking, you two are going to realize, like, there's certain things that you both did at a certain time in life that was very, very similar. So maybe it was like having kids at the same age, or making big life changes around the same, time in life, or something like that. There's definitely going to be this, this dynamic where it's just like, you did that at this time, I did this at this time, and it's really similar. Or I went through this and it was really painful, and like, oh yeah, I went through this and it was really painful. But it's there's going to be similarities that just defy logic, is what I heard. Okay, that was more in the reverse. Oh, is that blocked? Okay, the seventh chakra came out in the reverse position, which is the crown chakra. So you could have a crown chakra blockage right now, which would make sense why your intuition is being a little wonky at the moment. So what you can do is you can just clear that chakra. So just imagine pure divine light coming down through the top of your head. You can turn on crown chakra frequencies. You can just like look them up on YouTube or wherever you listen to music. There's frequencies that will help you unblock it. There's certain crystals, any clear or violet crystals will help you with your crown chakra, and you can hold them on the top of your crown. Just be careful if you have something like this where it's a triangle. Um you want to make sure if you're placing this on top of your head that you do it with the base on your head. If you flip it upside down and have the point, it can actually channel too much of that energy in. Um, and so just make sure it's like point up. Um, that was a random side note. Anyways, so yeah, you're really being guided to unblock this chakra, and that's going to help bring that divine energy down through your body. And then you can also see that I use gold light. A lot of people use white light. I use gold light. Um, it's just, it holds a different frequency. It's more of an actual source frequency. White light can hold a bunch of different energies within it. So gold light is more of kind of that pure source energy, or silver. But, white light works too, just whatever resonates. But you just bring that energy through the top of your head and then see it going down through your entire body and then out the bottom of your feet or out of your root chakra, whichever. And then see, like, feel yourself kind of like growing energetic roots and anchoring into the earth, and then wrap yourself in a shield of light, and that will really help drop you into the present moment. It will help clear some chakras. um and then I was also seeing a shower, and so you can actually stand in the shower and have it like come down on the top of your head, and visualize the water clearing your system, clearing all of your chakras, and then any like attachments or yuck stuff will leave through the water and circle into the drain. So that's another powerful visualization tool. Okay, so hopefully those resonate. We've got community. Um, what's going on with community? Is there something because of that blocked? No. Is this saying that a better community? Okay, I'm hearing a more aligned community is on the horizon for you. So if you're struggling right now because there's not many people in your life that can understand this massive process that you're going through, just know that you do have a more aligned community um making its way to you right now. So just kind of do your best to navigate like talking to people who aren't aware of this kind of thing, and just know that there are people that are making their way to you because your energy is shifting. So you'll be more in alignment for other people that are more on the vibration of understanding certain things you're going through, and so on and so forth. And a very supportive community is what I'm picking up as well. And then we've got the broken heart card. Is that in reverse? Oh, so it was in reverse. So that is talking about healing, heart healing. It marks a time of renewal and hope. This was the one that made me choke up the other day. The pain and trauma are behind you now, and you can trust that greater joy is on the way. Whatever has happened to hurt you in the past, you're now free to move on. The universe has much better things in store for you, so finish letting go of any residual grief and open your life to your new self loving intention. Joyous connections will follow. You got this. You got this. What I ultimately feel like happened, and this is this is normal. I feel like what happened is you were like in this energy and you were like, yeah, and you were kind of amped up and you're like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And then something either happened or it was just your thoughts got the better of you and kind of pulled you back a little bit. And so I feel like you were like getting ready to communicate and then kind of talked yourself out of it. Which would explain why this message wanted to come through like right now. Um, so ultimately, what's the advice? What's the advice? I'm seeing the action card in my mind. So, okay, strategy. I think I did come up with a strategy. No, what's the strategy card? Are they over? Oh, I just heard you're over strategizing. Okay. Been there too. Um, so yeah, this can totally happen where you're like, well, I want to do this grand thing, but I need to make sure it's perfect. And I need to make sure that it goes this way and I do this and I wear this and I'm talking like this and I'm, and then yeah, just like that over strategizing, that over planning. And this is coming through to let you know as a friendly reminder that rarely when we plan stuff like this ever does it go to actual plan. And sometimes it's just allowing yourself to take that divinely guided action. And a lot of times that will look impulsive on the outside. Sometimes it feels impulsive, but you've been getting the signal to do it. And I feel like maybe you're sitting there kind of in your head and trying to over strategize and coming up with all of these like, if I reach out and my feminine does this or says this, then I'll say that, and then we'll do this, and then I could maybe see if, my feminine wants to go here or go there or, do this. And if we do that, then what would that look like? And, what day of the week and what time? Like it's all of that kind of stuff. And I'm getting wicked deja vu. Hold on. Whew, weird. Okay. That was a weird deja vu feeling. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like it's just coming through to let you know that you don't have to know it all. You don't need to see the entire path. It's just taking that first step. And the more steps you take, the more of the path will be illuminated to you. And so you're being shown the next step. And there's a reason, oftentimes, when we're on this journey, where if you only see that next step, it's for a reason. And so sometimes we'll have things kind of hidden from view for a reason, because that's also part of the excitement in life is not knowing. Um, so, if you kind of think back just over your life and how many things have happened that you didn't, you know, see coming, not in a sense of like karmic stuff, but more about just like that time when you were guided to go here and then this really cool thing happened and that's you being in alignment. And so that's really what this is about, is allowing yourself to tap into the now moment and then really clear your chakras so you can really understand if that's your intuition or those fear, anxiety thoughts coming through, and really allow yourself to pull into the now moment. Just observe what's around you and then see what comes through. Pull out of your head a little bit and just into the now moment and allow yourself to see what comes through then. And then when you get that guidance, don't second guess it. Okay, give me just a second. I'm gonna drink some water and then I'm being guided to teach you a technique really quick for whatever reason. So give me just a second. Right. So I got a quick drink of water. So this is actually something that this is like a whole video that I'm actually going to do for my other channel. Um, but I'm being called to do a quick tutorial right now for you. It's a tool that can really help to tap into your intuition. So it's called muscle testing. Now, what it is it's a way to tap into the subconscious energy. And so the subconscious energy, you can kind of think about it is like the collective unconscious. So it's the energy that connects humans in the etheric realm. And so muscle testing is a way to access that energy and pull through information. And it's quick, it's easy. And as with anything, just like our intuition, it's really, I would recommend to practice this. And the more you practice it, the more you'll trust it and be able to rely on it. So what you do, there's a ton of different techniques, so you can definitely just like Google it or whatever. But a lot of chiropractors use it, holistic healers, naturopaths, etc. Probably Reiki healers. So what you do, you can either link your fingers like this, where you do like, yeah, you just like link your fingers like that, and then you ask a yes question and it'll lock. It'll kind of hold like this. If you ask a no question, it'll release. And so it's because a yes in the body tenses the muscles and a no relaxes. So the way that I normally do it is like this. So you can do one finger in your thumb through that like circle on your other hand, or I do two fingers. And then you just pull your fingers apart in that loop, and it's the same thing. So a yes question, it holds, a no question, it opens. Quick disclaimer, when you're doing this, what you want to do is you want to ask for whatever you work with, the divine universe, whatever. You say, okay, spirit, I asked this question for my highest good. As this example, is it in my highest good to reach out to this person now? And then I got a yes. So you do that, and that's a yes. Is it in my highest good to wait to reach out to this person? And that's a no. So it pushes it open. And same thing here, is it my highest good to reach out? Yes. Is it my highest good not to? No. Um, Okay, I'm not gonna go any more into it. There's more like there's more to it, but that's a whole other video. So there's a quick just little tutorial for you. Anything else that I need to say about that, spirit? What I would recommend too is just start playing with it. So what you can do as well to start is you can say, all right, spirit, I call on you to be with me now. What does a yes feel like in my body? And then you do it. And then that will, normally it'll lock it like that. What's a no in my body? Okay, it releases. Or I do it like this. And sometimes you'll see me raise my hands up off the camera. That's actually what I'm doing. Is all muscle test. It just looks weird on camera. Like this deck, this deck. Um, if I'm not getting like the quick like insight like clairaudiently or whatever, then I'll muscle test really quick. So it's a good tool. Like, isn't my highest good to, you know, have this for dinner or that for dinner. Like you can use it for anything. And so just start building a relationship with it, but you can use that tool as kind of like circumvents the mind and allows you to tap into that other energy and pull through answers, especially if you're intuitively blocked or there's a lot going on or you're just kind of in that like overwhelmed decision, thing. Like I use this all the time. Like if I'm at the store and I'm just like, I don't know which one to get, then I'll muscle test. Um, so it's just a really nice tool. Anyways, back to the regular scheduled programming. All right. Hey, I just did it again. We're gonna get into the tarot really quick, and then I'm gonna close this out and attempt to sleep. Uh, you know, it's all good. It's all good. All right. I'm gonna get one more drink really quick. Give me just a second. So I paused it really quick to take a drink of water and drop back in fully. And then what I've heard is that something happened in your external world recently to kind of put you in this energy. And so I feel like this is really just coming through to let you know that it's just kind of like to help bump you back on track a little bit. Because it's one of those like you're so close to allow I just heard allowing yourself to have it all. You're so close to allowing this counterpart union. And it's just the divine coming through to like remind you of what's on the line for you. Like what you have, I just heard at your fingertips, like available to you at your fingertips. And there's definitely something in the energy right now where it's aligned. Like it's aligned for this. We've got the magician. So this is talking about having all the tools at your disposal to create the life of your dreams. And I just heard remember. I just heard like remember you are a magician. You can think of it as like you are a conscious creator of your reality. However you want to view it, it's describing a very similar process. But it's just, you have the ability to create the life of your dreams. And this person, I feel like, will help you to achieve that, and you will help them to achieve that. And it's, again, I'm picking up like that heavy visionary energy where both of you have like big dreams, big visions, and that's for a reason. Not everybody has that. And that was something that took me a long time to understand, because when you operate this way, it's hard to understand that other people don't have these huge massive visions of like all these great awesome things and like wanting to experience all of these things in life. Not everybody has that. And so if you have that calling and you're being called into this, it's for a reason. Your soul's calling you for a reason. Four of Songs, that's a Four of Cups. I just heard you're chalking this up right now to a missed opportunity. Ooh. And it's not. It's not a missed opportunity. It's one of those, something like the timing was perfect when you met this person, or became aware of them. I feel like most of you have met this person. The timing was right when you met this person. And it's one of those, the time is right to come together with this person. We've got the Nine of Honey, which is the Nine of Pentacles. And so this is what you're able to create right now. Oh, I can't show that full card. Um, and then we've got the Page of Cups. And I'm actually being told to read this one from this book. The Nine of Pentacles is uh it's money. But it's stability. It's beyond just finances. But this is like self-made, like business owner, entrepreneur type money. So this is, and it's yeah, it's self-made. It's that self-made energy. And so there's something here where either you are in this energy, your person's in this energy, or this is the energy. Oh, this is the energy that you both will be able to fully anchor in when you come together. Okay. The Page of Dreams, which is the Page of Cups. Cups. Oh, just kidding. That's why I'm reading it. Dreams. Oh, is the Page of Dreams, my bad. That is actually swords. That's communication energy. So this is, yeah, this is communicating. This is sending a text or a message or an email, making a phone call, something like that. This is communicating. Um, and then it's also talking about curiosity and okay, nurturing childlike curiosity. So that's the other thing that keeps coming up in this energy. You both bring out this childlike nature in each other, and it's not childish, it's childlike. It's that you both, so if you're the type of person who, when kids are around and they want to play and then you play with them and you can like, really get into it. This is the type of person that it could just be you and this person and you two are full grown ass adults and you're out there just having fun like that and getting into the moment and just enjoying the moment. Like I just saw like chasing each other around a tree in a park, like I don't know, playing tag or something. But it's just that type of an energy where you don't need kids to be around to pull into that childlike energy and have that childlike sense of like wonder and awe with the world. And this is rare in today's world to have adults who can naturally pull into this energy, and the fact that you two can pull this out of each other in a safe way that's really a special thing to have available to you. Um, mm, this energy, like this, you two, I can feel the energy of you and this person, and then you two coming together, and it's so beautiful. It's so harmonious. It's like this is your match. This is your person. This is the person that you can do all the things with, that you can be yourself completely in front of, and it's safe to do so. This is not a person that's going to like, eh, you know, be rude or a bully or anything like that. But it's playful. Like there's a playful energy, but it's not like that yucky, you know, ugh, energy. Um, okay, the magician. So yeah, it's talking about manifesting, and it's also talking about connection and influence. And so when I saw connection, there is something about this connection that is something that neither of you have really experienced to this level before. This connection is something that has that deep sense of connectedness. Um, where you just feel understood and seen and held in all the ways, and it's mutual. And then I also saw influence, and there is definitely the potential for you to influence others into their highest potential. I feel like you two coming together and figuring this out and communicating and possibly anchoring in this union, you're going to then be able to really help other people embody this energy as well. And how beautiful of a thing is that? Just saying. Like that's that's beautiful. I mean, it's yeah. Like we need more of this right now. Like the planet can use more of this right now to balance what's going on. Okay. Then we've got, I can't show that one either. Okay. Then we've got the 10 of songs, which is the 10 of cups, and that is cups for real. This is about complete emotional fulfillment, and it's also a happy my like yeah, pretty much my number one happily ever after card. This is long-term connection, just that like soul fire connection. And yeah, it's complete fulfillment. And then we've got the Queen of Skins, which is the Queen of Wands. And that's a very passionate energy. Let's see. So, yes, this is about having your cup full to the brim and complete emotional fulfillment. What is the source of joy and happiness in your life, and who can you extend your love to? How can you share this happiness, and who around you is radiant with joy? And I feel like that's something else that you two are really going to help bring out of each other too, is just that joy energy. And then this one I gotta cover. All right, I'm just gonna do that. So the Queen of Fire. This is self-mastery. This is the master of confidence and willpower. She knows her passions and carries an aura that no one can mess with. What are your passions? How do you summon your confidence? Are you unafraid to take up space, to raise your voice and be heard? How can you step fully into your own power? And that is definitely something as well too, is you allowing yourself to communicate to this person is you stepping into your power, and then also there's an element of you both being able to help each other embody your own personal power as well. It's like this mutually supportive energy. And then we've got the King of Songs on the bottom of the deck, and that's the King of Cups. This is a very emotionally mature energy. And it's also really the energy of being able to communicate your emotional experience with another person. And I feel like that is definitely something that you both will be able to do with each other, is to be able to talk about your emotional experience in life without it being judged and without it being rejected. Um it'll be accepted on both ends. What else? And held and supported, which is what I heard too. And then we've got the Two of Songs, and that is partnership. Um, and then we've got the Ace of Dreams, and the Ace of Dreams, that's sword energy, that's communication. And this is really that energy of like the divine is coming through right now to let you know that it is time to communicate, and you're really being asked to allow yourself to do so and take this leap and see what happens. Yeah, I just heard you don't have anything to lose. So take it as it resonates. Okay, what else do we have? Eight of Songs. That's the Eight of Cups. That's talking about walking away. And so that might be part of this too, is there's something about you reaching out to this person that you know is kind of this energy of like, if I move towards this person, I know that I can't, I know I have to let go of of some of this. Some of this isn't going to be in alignment when me and this person come together and start talking and potentially pull in a union. But the thing is it's one of those, what you are walking away from is giving you the ability to add 2 more cups and come into this complete emotional fulfillment. So it's like you can be mostly happy and mostly fulfilled, or you can be fully fulfilled. So that's kind of the energy that's coming through for you. We've got the Ace of Honey and the Five of Skins. That's the Five of Wands. The Ace of Honey, that's pentacle energy. That can actually be like a gift from the divine, like a chunk of money, or an inheritance. It can be a new car, new house, new opportunity when it comes to your career or finances, something like that. Um, so yeah, it's manifestation. Okay. And turning your dreams into reality. So you've got the magician and this one. And so you're really embodying an energy or shifting into this energy where you're going to be able to manifest just the life of your dreams. And for a lot of you, I feel like you're going to really hit the level of instant manifestation, which is really, really, really cool. And then we've got the Five of Skins, and that is okay, this is talking about pension. Um, so it's talking about roadblocks that force us to slow down and confront our issues in order to achieve better solutions. Are you feeling directionless or wound up? What is it that you're struggling with? Is the struggle overwhelming? Are you fighting against it? How can you embrace it, find patience, and slowly untangle the knot of energy? Okay, what I feel like is happening right now is you're fighting against the guidance you're getting, and it's causing you a lot of discomfort. Um, so yeah. Which, yeah. I mean, this is one of those energies, like, when we go through some of these big changes on the path, when it's time to do something, but our human self isn't quite ready for it, we're going to be hit with all the things because it's the divine getting your attention and saying, this is the way to move now. This is what's in alignment. This is what you want. This is what your soul wants. Shift over here. It's going to be worth it. And so I feel like this is kind of the energy you're in right now, is just that extreme discomfort, and then your mind's trying to interpret it, and it's coming up with all these reasons why not to communicate, why this is too good to be true, why this can't possibly be happening, how this can't possibly be real. And what's actually happening is your higher self, the divine, whatever you work with, is putting you in a pressure cooker in pushing you to do this, because this is actually what you are calling in. Even if you aren't consciously fully aware of it, this is what you've been manifesting. And it's here for you now. And you're ready for it. This other person's ready for it. Um there's an energetic alignment that is I just heard, it's perfectly aligned for you two to come together now. And so you're really being hounded right now because the energy is so aligned. And so it's just this notion of like, okay, you can do this now. You can have what you want now, and you know, let yourself go for it. And then we've got the Ace of Songs. There's lots of aces. These are also new beginnings. So there's definitely a new beginning here for you, and new beginnings in multiple different areas of life, I feel. The Ace of Songs is the Ace of Cups. So I'm seeing an overflowing cup in my mind's eye. So I feel like this is something where you both are going to be so filled up, and it's just going to overflow onto everything around you. Just in a very positive way. Okay. I'm gonna read this, and then we'll see if anything else wants to come out. This is talking about emotion. It's an overflowing heart and secret well of desire. Okay. So this is compassion, softness, and connection to the world. Um, yeah, and it's again, it's really talking about that overflowing cup. Anything else? The lovers. Oh my. I mean, this is the energy. Like, it's in the sun. I just heard the lovers in the sun. Okay. The Three of Dreams came out. That's the Three of Swords. That's talking about heartbreak, but it kind of came out sideways and off to the side. And so I feel like both of you have healed your heart space enough to really allow this to anchor in. Um, And again, if you're really worried about the past, like if you have a history with this person, I feel like the divine's really coming through right now to let you know that that's going to be something that you can, water under the bridge. Like you can, you know, probably talk about it a little and then just release it. There's not, I'm not picking up like grudges or anything like that. It's one of those, I feel like this person has forgiven the situation, and I feel like you have, and maybe that's part of it too. Maybe there's a part of you that's still kind of, if this is if this resonates for you, if you do have a past with this person, maybe there's a part of you that's sitting in that energy of like, I wish things could be different. I wish I could go back and change something about this, or if I knew then what I know now, that kind of energy. And the thing is that's it's not, it's not productive really. To sit there and stay in those what ifs, because you have it available for you now. And the more you allow yourself to sit there in that energy, the more you're pushing this away. And so it's one of those like, allow yourself to truly see it and feel it and know that it is here for you. This wouldn't be happening if it wasn't, I just heard meant to be. And if it wasn't here for you, this wouldn't be happening. You wouldn't be getting the extra signs and synchronicities plus these messages coming through and, all of that. None of that would be happening if this wasn't ready for you, if this wasn't here for you, if this wasn't meant for you, if your soul wasn't calling you to do it. You wouldn't be going through what you're going through right now. So just remember that. It's all good. I have to remind myself of that sometimes too. Okay. So for whatever reason, I'm being called to read the levels. Belonging, passion, and choice. Um, so I feel like this is really saying that you are going to experience a deep sense of belonging with this person and have off the charts passion, and you're being called to make the choice if this is what you want or not. And that could be part of why you're getting so much pressure too, is the divine's like, okay, it's ready for you. Is this what you want? Because if not, that's okay too. We're gonna redirect. But there's a huge part of you that truly wants this. And so that's why you're being pushed so hard right now, is because it's here for you. It's in alignment. It's available for you. And all you're being guided to do is just allow that to happen. Um, and kind of get out of your own way and to go for it. And then the sun, I'm being told to read that one too. This is a very joyful, positive energy. Joy, simplicity, and serenity. What is joyful in your life? Okay. What I just heard is this person is I'm not gonna say is your joy, spirit. Um, I'm not gonna say it the way it came through. What I heard was this person is your joy. This person is like the sunlight that lights up your world. How I'm going to actually word it is the potential for you and this person to bring each other joy and fulfillment is here. It's emotionally fulfilling, it's financially stable, it's passionate, it's compassionate, it's mutually reciprocal, it's here for you. You know, like you can be this lover's card standing in the sun if you choose it, if you choose to go for it. So for what it's worth, I hope you choose to go for it. Um, it's beautiful. I would recommend to allow yourself to embody this dream life. Ultimately, it's your life, your choice. You get to choose, but your counterpart's waiting for you. And not in the sense of like sitting there doing nothing, just, twiddling their thumbs waiting for you. But there's an element of this blah, 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 of this person kind of just open for it and ready for it. So, alrighty. I'm gonna leave this here. I hope this resonated. If so, you can let me know in the comments below. Wishing you all the best on this journey. It's not an easy journey. It's a doozy, but it's beautiful. Yeah, it's really a beautiful, beautiful energy. So again, I hope you go for it, because I feel like you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. Um, anyhow, If you like this message, feel free to hit that like button. It does help out the channel, so thank you. And if you would like to see more from me, you can hit subscribe. It is free, and I will see you on the next message. Bye.